Hello, welcome to the CirclePad demo on advanced graphics. So to get started, let's take a quick look at, we've got a scene here and we've got a photo. And let's take a quick look at some techniques that we can use. So the first one we're going to look at is moving points. So we brought this object in here and we want to change it. We want to move points on it. So the first thing you can see is, watch, when I select something, text or a shape, these little dots come together. So I'll show you this on a shape too at the same time. So if I pull in a rounded rectangle, you see all these blue points? I can grab any point on that rectangle and I can make whatever changes that I want. Now I can also do the same thing on photographs and on video. So I can pull these points around and I can move them so they're changing different parts of the face in this case. Also, when I go here and I go edit objects, I can copy and paste shapes on here. I can select the outline of the shape. So when I click here, edit objects, and I can click under reshape cutout, this selects the outline of this object. It basically goes and selects all the points so that I can move that wherever I want, and I can make that cutout smaller. I can rotate that cutout. So that's a pretty cool technique. I can do the same thing just by going in and dragging a second time over this object. So the first time I select it, I have the blue points. If I drag another rectangle over it, then I have, okay, first time I select it, it goes blue. Second time I select it, I get the red points. And what's cool about that is that I can select it a second time and only select some of them. So in this case, I just grab the bottom points on this object, which is great because then I can come in and say I want to move these down. Now I'm holding down Shift so it goes in a straight line. I want to move these down. I want to select these ones over top, and I want to move these up. Or I could just hit the arrow keys instead and use that to recrop this object. So this is a very good way to have precise control over things. It also works with video. So if I load some video up here, under here, I get this video, and we can see our video moving. I can grab this video, and then I can select those points on the video. Hold on, just grab these points here, and then I can move those. I can make the video only half of that space, and then when I play it, it's just playing that part. So then I can move this over and change the width of the play bar, move it back to exactly the right spot, and you'll see there we go. We've changed the shape of the video. So some more tricks that we can do in here is we can go in and add new edges. So I can go in and click. You see this little dot that appears anywhere? I can click on this and I can add more points onto this shape. So as I move this around, I can come in and I can start to change the cropping of this face. So I can just take the face off and start to add points, and I can take out a face, or I can take out different parts of different objects. Now if you look at this, you notice this point here is kind of curved, this one here is pointy. So you can choose, you can select points and say, okay, I want this one to be more pointy, or I select this one, I don't want that to be pointy. Or you can just say, I want nothing to be pointy. So I can just take pointy down on all of them, and I can say how curved is that object, and then I can use that to move the cropping of this face around. Here we go. Let's say we're happy with that. You probably would want one more point. Now I can do the same thing on the video. I can go grab the video and say, okay, the video I want to, for example, you could make a video of some faces and only crop out the video of the faces, and then that's what would be playing. Now if we want to make some other changes on here, you can also go in and manipulate those groups. So I can scale up and down just this area, just a number of points, or I can go select some points and I can also just rotate only that group. So finally, you can use this to collage together different objects. So I could go load a shape, say a let's go here and get a circle and change its color. For example, if I wanted her to be on in a spacesuit, for example, edit objects, and I'll move this underneath and scale that up. So now she kind of looks like she's wearing a spacesuit. And there's some other, I'm going to just delete this video. I don't need that right now. Or it's no longer a support web page, really. So I can take her and then say, okay, I want to copy and paste this. I'm going to scale that down. I'm going to make a little astronaut here. I'm going to move this underneath. So you see, you can have a lot of fun with the graphics features. Okay, now I'm going to take this object here. I'm going to copy and paste. So I'm hitting Control-C, Control-V, scaling these things down. And then I can say, okay, I want to, so after I get this arm done, and I'm going to scale it down so it's a little smaller, I want to copy that, and then I want the mirror. On the other side, I want the object. So I can flip that to the right and get that working. So some pretty powerful tools here, and they're a lot of fun. I hope you found this helpful.